All right, welcome to talkSPORT stand at Radio Row here at Super Bowl 59, ahead of the big game, of course, on Sunday. Joining me now, well, I mean, look, we're going to have to be speaking about the Kansas City Chiefs, aren't we? Dante Hall, thank you so much for joining me, man. You good?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Well, first of all, start. What are you here to talk about?
This great product from Mueller called Revive. When I played in the NFL, we had trainers, we had massage therapists that would help you recover from practice and games. But what do you do when you become an everyday citizen?
Like you are now.
Like I am now. But I'm still active, and I love to golf. And when I golf, I walk and I carry. So a lot of days, especially at my age, I come off feeling as if I played in a football game. Well, I don't have that trainer, massage therapist, but I have Revive. And it truly, truly helps me recover and allows me to go out and play as consistently as I want. I would not put my name behind this if I truly didn't believe in it. Helps me out on a daily basis.
Great. I mean, let's get to it talk about Sunday. There is a game happening on Sunday, Dante. Let's go on with the Kansas City Chiefs. I need you to tell me what is the one thing that makes the Kansas City Chiefs at the moment?
Wow, that's a great question. I'm going to go with a name that most people probably haven't heard of, Brett Veach.
Okay.
Everyone knows
GM.
Andy Reid. Everyone knows Patrick Mahomes. Well, football is a total team sport. As great as Patrick Mahomes is, you can't have this success without a surrounding cast. Brett Veach does a great job of plugging in players, knowing when to let a guy go, bring a guy in, developing that guy. Brett Veach is the glue, in my opinion.
Well, you're talking about, players going, players coming, and when it comes to the receiving unit with the Kansas City Chiefs, I think it's fair to say that there's been some change over the last few years, and right now there isn't one guy with the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's right.
Rightly or wrongly. It reminds me a lot, and I've spoken about this before, it reminds me a lot of the Tom Brady New England Patriots sort of time when there isn't necessarily one guy, but it all just seems to go like this. Do you think that there is a need to have, that one player? And, why is it that these players work so well together?
Well, first of all, I don't know in this particular situation that you need one player. One player can definitely elevate the offense or even the defense, so to speak. But it's Andy Reid's system. I was a product of being in a great system before. So I understand when you have a great system with a great quarterback, you don't really need that special guy. Now, they do have a guy, Kelce. He is that one guy. But as far as a true receiver, what Xavier Worthy brings to the table, his speed, his explosiveness, he may not be a Tyreek Hill, but he has Tyreek Hill capabilities. So within that system that Andy Reid runs, again, Brett Veach, they find guys. You go and get a Juju Schuster, right? Look at the game he had against Buffalo. That's a Brett Veach move. That's an Andy Reid move.
But it's a great example, though, isn't it, Juju Smith-Schuster? Because, he's somebody that sort of bounced around a little bit, spent some time with the Chiefs before, of course, as well. This isn't any disrespect to him, but it's not as if there were, he's loads of fans are saying we must have this guy on our team, and yet he comes to the Chiefs and he does his job. Exactly.
Testament to the organization, the culture of the Chiefs, and that starts at the top, filters his way all the way down.
Let's talk about Travis Kelce for a second. As I'm sure that a lot of people have been speaking about Travis Kelce. Is he the best tight end to ever do it?
I'm going to go with yes. I mean, you have some great ones. Gronk is up there. Shannon Sharp is up there. Mike Dichter. But I think I don't know, it's tough not to say Travis, right? Tomato, really.
Yeah.
But if you say he's the GOAT, I'm on board with that.
And there is a possibility, of course, you might know more about this than me. There is a possibility, of course, that this might be his last year in the NFL. This would be a heck of a way to go out.
I'm hoping it is because I feel the Chiefs are going to win. So I'm hoping he doesn't pull a Michael Jordan, a Tom Brady. Do what all the greats do, stick around too long. Bro, ride off into the sunset with your beautiful soon-to-be wife, and it'll be the greatest.
You do know something I don't.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I'm just telling you what I would like to see.
You want Travis Kelce to win the Super Bowl.
Then propose to Taylor Swift.
You want that to happen on the field?
I want that to happen on the field.
Wow, I tell you what, you heard it here first. It's definitely happening. It is definitely happening.
He said definitely. I said I hope.
Let's talk special teams for a second as well because, you know, obviously offense gets spoken about so much, especially with the Kansas City Chiefs. Defense too, quite rightly, the Chiefs, you know, defensive line. Special teams doesn't get spoken about too much in general in the NFL. But when it comes to the special teams within the Kansas City Chiefs, talk to me about that.
I mean, special teams has won them 2 games this year, allowed them to go 15-1. And then I really like the emergence of Nico Romingo, the return man. We haven't had that since Tyreek Hill left, so I really like that. But also, even if you go back on this dynastic run to when they played Philadelphia and Arizona, Kadarius Toney, big return to set up the offense for a go-ahead score in that game. So in this game, obviously, the big names are going to get all the headlines going into it. But look for special teams to play a pivotal and key role on the outcome for either team.
Yeah, because that Kadarius Toney is a really good shout, actually, because that absolutely changed the game. And, you know, as much as Kadarius Toney hasn't stuck around with the Chiefs, he was a big part of that, you know, Super Bowl victory. So special teams, it really is a matter of like this. It can change the game on a dime. People rely on special teams without even thinking that they're even a part of the game.
100%. Like field position as well. If you go just last week, Nico Romingo during the playoffs has set up the offense several times to go ahead and score. Even though he hasn't taken it all the way, he's done a great job of flipping field position. It all matters when you get to this level of football, playoffs, Super Bowls. That field position is everything. Even if you don't see the big, flashy play, there's some nuance that's going on within special teams that dictates the outcome.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, Dante. Last question. Let's just, can you give me something that a layman, somebody that maybe people don't know about the Chiefs so much, that we should be looking out for, that we should be appreciating, that could change the game on Sunday?
Wow, that's a great question. We said special teams. We talked about that. I got one for you.
Let's go.
I think this game comes down to who stops and establishes the run. Obviously, everyone knows Saquon. Can our defense stop Saquon? But we got a nice little running back, 2-headed monster going on ourselves with Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco. I think the team that wins the running game battle in the trenches wins the Super Bowl.
That's good, Dante Hall. Thanks so much for joining us.
Go Chiefs.
Appreciate that, man.